some pretty good news and a pretty big update on something that is happening for Xbox owners that I think a lot of people really want. As a fan of Xbox, I think it's about time that this actually happened. And, at the end of the day, Microsoft is going to have to figure out a way to make this happen even more so. I really feel like this is something where they've dropped the ball a bit and they've struggled. But at the same time, as a fan, you have to sit back and kind of let them make the mistakes, let them do these things, and maybe even work them out themselves, because that's how they're going to learn, at least from where I sit with all of this. I think that they definitely have to kind of learn and do some things that realistically help them grow as a company, because, I'm just trying to be real about it. It does not make sense to me for them to not do this and not be able to kind of get more out of what they've been trying to do. So, hopefully that makes sense to you. But anyway, what this is about is Kena Bridge of Spirits, according to this update, is going to finally come to Xbox that has been rated. The game was released for PlayStation back in 2021, so they remembered that Xbox exists in 2024. And it looks like we might be getting this game. Now, you're looking at the game, some game footage right here. I was playing it on my PS5 back when it came out. Really fun game. 2.5 years, almost 3 years after its original release, Xbox Series X and S version has been classified by the U.S. Entertainment Software Ratings Board. Kena Bridge of Spirits was released in September 2021 as a timed exclusive for PS5 and the PS4. In an interview published to coincide with the game's release, Ember Labs co-founder and COO Josh Greer said that the studio wasn't ruling out bringing the game to other platforms in the future, and I quote, "We are currently focused on our launches for the PlayStation and Epic Store, which are timed exclusives. We will look into other platform releases after launch and arrest." So, obviously, this is something that I always tell people, right? I know people kind of hate that I do these videos, or maybe hate that I say this, but third-party stuff like this, the little indies and stuff like this, which, by the way, this game looks great. There's no denying that. It looks absolutely stunning. But these games always go pretty much everywhere. The only reason why I could see them not going everywhere is if the games themselves, if it doesn't make sense. I feel like if Microsoft isn't careful, and they don't keep up with, Xbox consoles selling somewhat, I do feel like we could be in a situation where, games don't have a problem skipping Xbox. That's something that I hope that we don't see. That's something that absolutely could happen. I hope that it doesn't. As a fan, I don't want to see Xbox missing games and things like that. I hope that they continue to get games for as long as they can. And I hope that they continue going with the Xbox. That's honestly something that I feel like they need to continue to kind of do. So, now the title also actually released in Steam, even though it was an Epic Game Store release a year plus, and then they finally get around to the Xbox version. That's kind of funny to me. It's a story-driven action-adventure combining exploration with fast-paced combat. It challenges players to untangle the past as Kena, a young spirit guide in search of sacred mountain shrine, help free spirits that are trapped in a forgotten village with the help of the Rot, her adorable and powerful spirit companions. The game was well received by critics, scoring an 81 on PS5 and an 83 on PC. So, it is a fun game. It's a good game. It's not really gonna lie about it. And like I said, it's a great looking game. So if you're an Xbox fan, look no further. You've got this game to kind of look forward to and play. And not only is it that, but again, we're in a situation where please, I doubt that this game's going to come to Game Pass. So maybe, just maybe, do a situation where y'all can open up your wallets and spend a little bit, I don't know, support some games. I feel like that's been a little bit of an issue for Xbox fans lately. And, listen, it's nothing personal. I get it, man. You like Game Pass or whatever. I think Game Pass is a phenomenal thing to add to, you know, the whole Xbox experience. But I also think that, you know, part of that experience is being able to play, you know, games that you buy, and buying games and stuff like that. I think that's the super important part, kind of going forward or whatever. So, you know, I think that's really important, kind of going forward, and hopefully you guys do that as well. Like I said, it's a really fun game, really good game. I think the difficulty gets extremely difficult the higher you put it on, which, well, like, duh, but it's, you know, I've heard people say it's like a completely different game, maybe even as hard as the Souls games, if you put it on the hardest difficulties. Now, me, I just played it on the easiest, you know, played through it, good little story, fun game, and, you know, I just had a blast with it. You know, I feel like Microsoft still has a little way to go with what they're trying to accomplish or whatever, but, you know, I honestly hope that they end up kind of doing a good job with it, because for me anyway, I feel like they absolutely are offering some nice things. You know, it's clear that they are, but at the same time, it's like, you know, they have to really understand that fans need, you know, exclusive games. You know, it makes sense to have exclusive games, and just as a platform, how do you expect to kind of do anything without those games that differentiate your platform from the competition? You know, I realistically have to ask that question. You know, to me, it's just kind of crazy that we don't see people kind of question that a little bit more or whatever, you know. So I don't know, like, maybe people are definitely probably tired of getting you know, hearing me kind of complain about it or whatever. I just want to see you know, Microsoft be competitive and things. So, you know, hopefully that's something that they decide to kind of be. You can't just go, oh well, you know, I'm going to be competitive. Like, I think it's a process, and I think that process is something that takes a little bit of time to accomplish. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see how things work out. You know, I hope that they can work out for the best. But so far, you know, I haven't liked what I've seen from, like, Phil Spencer and company lately. You know, maybe that'll change. We'll see how they kind of handle their summer showcase and things like that. You know, at the end of the day, that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to win people's trust. They're going to have to win people's choices and things like that. So, you know, we'll see what happens. I hope so anyway. What do you guys think about this, though? Are you guys happy to play some Kena? Like I said, pretty damn good game. Could be well worth it if you guys want to play it this year. It looks like it's going to be coming out sometime this year. So let me know what you guys think. I'm Crap Gamer. This has been Crap Gamer Reviews. Rack 'em up. Crap Gamer out.